gonna start where we left off at yesterday. Let me see. I'm gonna start at page 138. Delta is more than an airline. The Delta difference. Delta is more than an airline. It's also home to more than 90,000 employees, many of whose lives are defined by living from paycheck to paycheck. I first approached Delta about 2018, suggesting that they pilot our hope inside the workplace model. The CEO, Ed Bastian, and I were good friends, but I didn't want to tread on our friendship, so I went directly to their global human resources officer, Joanne Smith. Initially, Joanne didn't see what I saw, or she saw the kind of need through a different lens. We all need to get much more comfortable with folks seeing the world from a different lens and being okay with that. So I asked her for the next best thing and big thing. Authorization to set Operational Hope up somewhere within Delta and see what comes. She gracefully and kindly agreed. It took 2 years and a crisis to bring the true value of financial literacy education into clear focus. Sometime in early 2020, at the onset of the global COVID-19 crisis, and unbeknownst to me, nervous workforce level employees at Delta were headed to their respective 401k plan portals and requesting emergency withdrawals and overnight transactions. Quietly and without any fanfare or drama of any kind, more than $1 billion was withdrawn in emergency requests from Delta Airline employees' retirement accounts. This number still shocks me. No protests, no loud actions, no notice, uncoordinated. Just folks sitting at their home computers in the middle of the night. In the desperate financial situation of needing to hit the withdraw now button. To Joanne Smith's credit, she called me and made it clear that the company now needed what we had to offer: financial wellness support for their employees. Within 30 days, the company committed to spread our Hope Inside offices and Hope financial coaches nationwide through their system. We begin to make a difference. And in a town hall session for all Delta employees with me, Ed Bastian of Delta, and our friend Bill Rogers, CEO of Truist Bank. Bill shared how he discovered a big financial problem that his bank employees had. Most didn't have even a few $100s of their own for an emergency to help support Truist employees. The bank decided to provide up to $750 to each employee who went through financial wellness, coaching, and counseling. Ed Bastian is an outstanding leader for many reasons, and quickly identifying best-in-class practices is one of them. Not long after Delta announced that it would provide $1,000 emergency savings accounts to each and every employee that went through our financial wellness coaching program using either Operational Hope or Fidelity, where their investment retirement accounts are managed. Ed, Joanne, and the team announced the enhanced program in January 2023 at their all-hands employee leadership session at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. A team led by Kelly Elliott and others at Delta took the vision and drove it to the grassroots levels within the organization, touching everyone where they worked and operated, online and in person. On the tarmac, if they had to. We all needed was a couple initial success stories. I believe, and success would take care of itself. The company estimated that success could mean 20% of their employees signing up by the end of the year. Within a month, they met their original goal of 20%. And as of the time of this writing, almost half of all Delta employees have finished the program and now have an emergency savings account that serves as a financial safety net in times of unscheduled challenges for themselves and their families. Here are some of the impressive top line results as published on the Delta Financial Wellness website. 31,000 employees, almost 30% of its workforce, have enrolled in the program since January 2023. 21,500 Delta employees have already completed at least one financial learning track and had one coaching session, earning them $1,000 each from Delta to fund their rainy day accounts. Participants have contributed an average of $1,000.61 of their own money to date, well above the required $250 contribution. Participants reported a 62% increase in their sense of financial control and a 139% increase in feeling able to save for the other goals. Today, the company views their financial well-being work with their 90,000 plus employees as one or two bookends of employee engagement support and what I call a stakeholder capitalism model. On February 14, 2024, Ed Bastian announced more than $1.5 billion in employee profit sharing bonuses. That's the other bookend. When the company does well, so do the employees. And when the company has experienced challenges like during COVID, the employees rally in support of the company and senior leadership. Delta didn't have to lay off one single employee during the pandemic. By the way, they all took a volunteer during the pandemic, They took a volunteer furlough and they all came back when the world began to open back up in 2022. Today, Delta Airlines is the most profitable airline in the world, the most successful by market share, and the most valuable by market value. That's not an accident. Success is intentional. And Delta and Ed smartly realize that their people are as important as their planes and on time schedules. Thank y'all for y'all time. Thank y'all for tuning in. Hope y'all enjoyed y'all Tuesday. That was chapter 11. So tomorrow, we're going to be reading chapter 12, Elevating Credit Scores and Empowering Dreams. Real instrumental. This was the Financial Literacy for All by John O'Brien. My favorite financial book. So many gems. Make sure y'all like, follow, share, subscribe, all that. We global.